Today we're looking at a weird knife. Got this one in trade. I've actually seen these before. This one was a little bit different. This is basically a floating fish knife, as it actually says on the knife. So you can see there's two wooden sections here, right? And a split in the middle where they meet. You can see the arrows, you know, point together to show you to connect it that way. But if you pull it apart, there's a little knife blade inside. All right, pretty simple. All right, we got a sharp edge here. We have a little fish scaler on the back, and we have a bottle opener. All right, so they're calling this a fish knife. If I zoom in on the blade here, I'll show you the markings. So on one side it says floating fish knife. All right, so no guesses there. All right, on the other side it says stainless steel, Japan. If I get that to focus, there we go. Very simple. You can see there's actually an etch on the side here, like kind of a fake hamon line, as if it was a little Japanese sword or something. But anyway, it's a really simple design. You know, we have a brass pin that goes through. That's what connects our blade to the handle here. There's no play or anything. It's very securely mounted inside this wood handle. There's a plastic cap on both ends, all right, as well as plastic cap on this end and plastic around here. So theoretically it should float, but at the end of the video we're going to find out if it actually does. I'm going to throw this in the sink and see if it actually floats. But anyway, this was very commonly used in the 70s for advertisement. Pretty much every time you see these, there's some kind of ad on there for some company. In this case, it's no different. All right, if I zoom in, you can see the markings on this one. This says Davis Furniture Co., 2609 East Highway 98 in Panama City, Florida. I did a real quick Google search on that, and it turns out that the company no longer exists. There looks like, you know, from a street view, there's a Family Dollar on one side of the road and like a beauty shop on the other side. So, you know, no longer this company in existence. But just a pretty interesting knife, nonetheless. That's why I wanted to make the video on it. What's actually interesting about this one is I've seen these plenty of times. They're actually pretty common. If you like this design, you actually want to get it for fishing or something. You could find these on eBay all day long. As far as prices, they range. I mean, you can get them for $5, you can get them for 50 bucks. It just kind of depends on who's selling it and what they think they're worth. But what makes this one interesting is there's no ruler. Because this is a fishing knife, these knives almost always have a ruler, all right, that's printed or engraved into the wood handle. Just because, hey, you're using it for fishing, it'd be nice to have a ruler with you, right? So you can see how big your fish are. I've actually even seen ones that have a real ruler on one side and the other side says, like, you know, I don't know, something about lying fishermen, and it's actually a fake ruler that's like, I don't know, 15 or 20 inches or something, where it's really not. So it has fake inches, which are a lot smaller, which obviously is very funny. So yeah, just wanted to show this to you guys. If you never saw this before, it's a pretty cool, simple design. But I'm here today to see if this thing actually floats. There's no reason why it wouldn't be buoyant. The only thing is, I mean, there's not like it doesn't click together. There's not a real secure connection. Once you get down to right around here, all right, it kind of pressure fits in, but it's not super tight or anything. Also, I forgot to show you this, but there is a company stamping on the base of the blade here, which says Warco, W-A-R-C-O. I did another quick search on that, and I can really only find these knives as well as a couple different kitchen cutlery type things, like big serving spoons and forks and things like that. So yeah, pretty interesting. I'm sure some people out there have seen this before. A lot of people probably haven't, but I'm here today to see if this thing actually floats. So we're gonna head over to the kitchen sink, fill it up with water, and see if it floats. All right, that should be enough water. So here we go. You're using this knife, obviously in a boat or on the shore, you're fishing, and you drop it in the water. Look at that. It actually does float. Let's push it all the way down, and it floats back up. So it does actually float, as advertised. Pretty cool. All right, so this way you're not going to lose it if you happen to drop it in the water. Now I actually want to separate this a little bit as well, see if it still floats, which it looks like it does. My only concern was that the channel for the sheath portion would fill with water, maybe make it one side a little heavier or something and actually sink it, but it doesn't look like that's affecting it at all. So yeah, pretty cool. So that's pretty much it for this one, guys. Pretty cool. If you happen to be into fishing, you want an interesting vintage fishing knife for the tackle box, this makes a pretty cool one. But specifically the ones with the rulers, just nice to have an extra tool in there. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.